So guys, Bitcoin has finally hit a new all-time high, and that is today, 21st of May, we have a new all-time high for Bitcoin, $109,900. This is on the Coinbase chart. Of course, the charts are different on different exchanges, and on some exchanges, we haven't yet hit all-time highs. But there is a very important thing that you really need to consider, and this video is going to be very short, and I just want to get this update as soon as possible out to all of you guys. And guys, if you are going long on Bitcoin, if you're going long on altcoins, even if you're shorting, guys, this video is going to be very, very important because maybe everybody is missing out on the main thing. This might just be the biggest trap. The volume is still decreasing. If you look on the higher time frame, let me just go back to the weekly time frame. Right here you can see volume has been going down. Now there are a lot of things that I've already mentioned on the premium channel, and you can basically see the gist of it. But in this video, I'm going to talk about Bitcoin's price action in the immediate short term based on what has happened on the larger time frame. So if that is something that interests you, then make sure guys that you drop a like and also hit the subscribe button. And now let's get right into it. So guys, congratulations to everyone who actually celebrates a new all-time high. For me, it is just another day, and that is because of the fact that I'm not so much interested in seeing Bitcoin hitting new all-time highs. What I'm more interested in is the fact that I want to get into the right setups on a day trading basis and help you out with those setups as well, so that we can all make money despite of the fact that the market goes up or the market goes down. And that is exactly what I shared inside the premium channel, where I talked about Bitcoin and I talked about a specific level which I said that we are not going to hit, and that is exactly what happened. Now, coming back to the chart right around here, what do we have, guys? Let me just zoom out a little bit to give you the perspective of this chart and where we currently stand. So right here you can see this is what we have on our charts. We have a 1, and this was your wave 2. Then inside of your wave 3, we have another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that ends your higher degree wave 3. I have already done a detailed analysis on the 112 impulse that we are currently in, and that is on the channel itself. So make sure that you click the I button in the top right corner and watch that video as well if you want to know about it in detail. Now after that, we were looking for a wave 4 and a wave 5 to complete the yellow and the final count. After which we're looking for a 3-wave move towards the downside with minimum retrace zone for a wave 2, because this entire move becomes wave 1 and this is your wave 2. Your minimum retrace level is sitting at the 236 Fibonacci retracement zone from the low to the high, and that sits at $101,500. Below that, we have some common price targets for a wave 2. So of course, it's not necessary that we are going to just come back down here and then go higher, because the next move up is going to be your wave 3. You have to understand that. So we really need some sort of a retracement towards the downside before we actually see that explosive move towards the upside, which takes us potentially to $130,000, $140,000 and even more. Anything is possible. So there is a very high possibility, guys, right now that we are going to see a massive bull run and Bitcoin cruising towards those $150,000 and even $200,000 marks. But before that, in the shorter term, you have to be very mindful of the price action, because we haven't seen a significant retrace ever since we bounced off from $74,000 low, which we also predicted to the point in our premium channel. If you are interested to join the premium channel where we talk about Bitcoin and the short-term as well as long-term price action, including the trades that we personally take, then definitely click the first link in the description section below. Now, apart from that, guys, right here we have our common price targets 236, 382, 0.5 and the 0.618 Fibonacci retracement zones. These levels are right around here on your chart, so you can see the price zones as well. 96, 300, 92, 100 and 87, $900. So even if we go down here, then also, guys, there is a possibility that we go higher and we still go to $150,000 per Bitcoin. All right. Now, apart from that, right here, we were looking for the last and final wave towards the upside, which was supposed to be your wave 5. So let's just discuss this price action in this region on the shorter time frame. So guys, first off, right here, you can see we have some sort of a running flat in which we have an A, and then we have a B, and then we have a C right here. So our wave 4 ended right around here. After that, we were looking for some sort of an impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to end our wave 5. And one way to actually plot the same is going to be an ending diagonal, which you can see right around here. So we have a 3-wave move in wave 1 right here. Then we have a move towards the downside in wave 2, another 3-wave move in wave 3, and then another move towards the downside in wave 4, another 3-wave move in wave 5, or you can basically count this as 5-wave structures as well. So right here we have our wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now wave 5 invalidation, and this is the exact level which I shared in the premium channel before this move and this rejection happened. So there was a very nice opportunity to actually take a short in this region. And also if you combine the same with this candle right here, this candle that printed just below the previous all-time high after we got rejected, this was also a nice swing failure pattern. And that is exactly, guys, on the 15-minute time frame as well, that is exactly why we saw this big move towards the downside, because we got rejected after breaking past the all-time highs. We came back down and we rejected at the same resistance zone from where we got rejected back in January of this year. And that is why we saw this big move towards the downside. That was a very nice drop. Now, why did I actually put that number for invalidation of wave 5, the diagonal invalidation? So basically in a contracting diagonal, wave 5 cannot be larger than wave 3. And if you put a trend-based Fibonacci from this low to this high and to this low, then you can compare the length of this wave with this wave, and your 1-to-1 Fibonacci extension becomes your diagonal invalidation, which was sitting at $109,998. So precisely, if I would say $110,000, then that is exactly which I shared in the premium channel as well. All right. Now, right now, guys, we can very clearly see that price has strongly rejected from this level, which means that this could be the start of your correction. Now, we could be looking for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and then another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would be an ABC. All right. Or we would be looking for 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, which would be your W, X, and your Y correction. So anything is possible right now, but this could be the start of your first move towards the downside. Now, the only bullish case scenario as well, let me just quickly show that to you, is to count this structure in a different way, which has to be something like this. So we are going to change our count, and this becomes your wave 1, this is your wave 2, and your wave 3 is still going to be right around here. So your wave 3 becomes this high that we recently made, and this is your wave 4, and then we look for another move towards upside in a wave 5, and then we start that correction. Now let's just have a quick look on the volume that we have seen so far. And right here you can see the highest volume has been in the last move towards the upside. All right, but that has been basically your sell volume, so that could actually be the beginning of the correction as well. All right, so I'm still assuming that we originally have one structure which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and not this structure where we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, because of the fact that we have the highest buy volume in this move towards the upside, which is going to be your wave 3, and not this move. So we cannot count this structure as your wave 3. All right, so this is basically an update about Bitcoin in the shorter term. I'm expecting lower prices, guys, so I'm not going long on Bitcoin or on altcoins. There are a few altcoins which I think are still bullish and could see a really big move towards the upside. One of those have been already shared in the premium channel. So if you are willing to get those trades in real time on Telegram, then make sure that you click the first link in the description section below. Apart from that, guys, there is one more thing that is going on in the markets right now, which is the Japanese 30-year bond yields, which are increasing at a very rapid speed. As you can see, they have now risen to 3.20%, officially putting up 100 basis points since its April 7th low. And that is a 45% jump in Japanese yields in just 44 days. At this rate, we'll be at 4% in June. This is very, very important that you pay attention to what is going on in Japan, because if the cash carry trade actually falls over once more, then guys, this could be the prime reason why you see a move towards the downside on Bitcoin as well. A lot of people are basically speculating that because this will cause hyperinflation in Japan, it might mean that we will get a lot of investors to buy Bitcoin. But guys, the cash and carry trade between US and Japan is much more important. So you have to pay attention to that factor as well. And that is why it becomes very important, guys, that you pay attention on the chart of Bitcoin and on the price of Bitcoin. Do not be so euphoric at these levels, in my personal opinion. Definitely, guys, this is not financial advice. You do you, but I'm here to tell you what I personally believe, only on the basis of the technicals as to what the price is showing me at the moment. If you enjoyed the content, then make sure that you drop a like. And also, guys, if you're new to the channel, then make sure that you smash that subscribe button and also in the bell notification icon so that you can be notified whenever I put up another update. That's all, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, keep hustling.